Hello and welcome back. My name is Dr. Cheryl Lentz, owner of the Refractive Thinker Press. Today our focus is on tips for effective graduate and postdoctoral writing, how to create your own research system. We begin first with a few simple steps. Creating your own research system should be simple and include only a few short steps. Once you have designed these steps, you need to conduct your research the same way every time. I offer the following 5-step process as a system to consider. Step 1, prepare. Effective research requires careful planning. Let's avoid the throw the spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks approach or go trolling just to see what's out there. Instead, let's work smarter, not harder. Let's first answer a few questions before we begin. What is your topic in broad terms? Work from the general to the specific. What do you hope to accomplish by the search? Know your purpose. What is the amount of time you have for the search? Organize and plan your time. Spend no more than 1 to 2 hours and you just might drive yourself nuts. Short bursts of research are far more effective. How will you track and organize each of your research sessions? Keep careful notes on what you do every time you do it to avoid having to retrace your steps or to begin again from scratch. Step 2, your file system. Before you begin, be sure to know where you're going to put the information once you find it. Let's once again answer a few questions. In what format will you retain the information you find? Step 1, will you print out the articles in full? Perhaps keep in a 3-ring notebook? 2, will you perhaps save the file electronically, either via a PDF or an HTML file to your computer in a special folder? Would this folder be organized on your computer by class, by topic, by date, by project? Hint, begin with the end in mind and then work backwards. How do you plan on finding the information once you have it? How will you retain the citation information? Hint, create a Word document to capture at least the citation in your particular format, APA, MLA, Chicago style, etc., with a few notes about the source for easier retrieval later. Careful planning at this step will potentially avoid having to reinvent the wheel, i.e. redo the research session because you've neglected to organize an effective strategy beforehand. Step 3, your database search. Now that you have your file system in place, where do you begin? Here are a few suggestions to consider. Visit your university library. These databases will more than likely include EBSCOhost, ProQuest, perhaps Gale Search, and a variety of specialty business databases such as Dun & Bradstreet and others. Google Scholar, Bing. Be sure to remember your local public or city libraries, as many have online databases to search as well as a brick-and-mortar location. Be sure to ask. Some traditional universities may also offer reciprocity to fellow college students. Now that you've found these databases, often my students share with me their challenge in retrieving information from an online computer portal or search engine. The secret is to think like a computer. Computers retrieve information using keywords. Think of the difference between using the old-fashioned yellow pages or the white pages. One would use the actual name, if you knew, to find a listing in the white pages, while you would search by categories like pizza or automobiles within the yellow pages. With me so far? When searching online databases, be sure to take advantage of quote marks. If, for example, you were looking for information about refractive thinking and you typed in both words, the computer would look up each word separately. If, however, you typed in the refractive thinker with air quotes, the computer would only offer your search results using the 2-word combination together as one unit. I don't recommend using any more than 2 or 3-word phrases, however. Any more than these combinations seem not to yield very positive results. Hint, be sure to also track what words you use for each search and when. Create a Word document as a search journal so you know what words you have already used and what worked and what didn't. Databases change all the time. What words you used before may not yield the same findings today as they did before. If you found the perfect source today, the source may or may not be there tomorrow or in the future. Take the time to simply track your efforts. This simple trick could save you hours of research time so as not to revisit what you have done and used in previous research sessions. Step 5, finally, how to use the sources you found. Let's again be sure to work smarter, not harder. With each source that you find, be sure to first review the abstract. This is about a 150 to 230 word summary of the entire article. This will tell you whether or not to invest your time in reading the entire article. Better to find out early whether the source will work or not. Be sure to review the references as well as the keywords suggested by your article. Often students will overlook valuable information already available from the sources you've already found. Hint, pay close attention to the keywords you use to find your successful sources. Use these words in other databases. This 5-step process should save you valuable time when researching. Happy hunting! For more tips on effective academic writing, please visit my blog at refractivethinker.com/WordPress. Thank you again for joining me today. My name is Dr. Cheryl Lentz. I hope you find these suggestions from this video helpful. Good luck in your academic pursuits. Bye now.